Hi and welcome to Scrapbook.com. My name's Alexandra and today I have a fabulous bundle to tell you about. It's the Scrapbook.com exclusive Sizzix Big Shot Machine die cutting bundle. We have 3 lots of dies to show you, plus you get the wonderful Big Shot in there. You get the Sizzix Sandwich, which is a handy reference guide as to what plates do you use, whether you're embossing or die cutting with different types of dies. We have the Ocean Sparkle pads as well for you to do your die cutting on. Plus you get the extended multi-purpose platform here, which has a couple of different tabs on it, depending on what you want to do. And you can refer to that handy sandwich guide as to what you need for your project. We have a couple of projects down the front here that we're going to use for inspiration as well. You'll get these flag banners included. You get 9 of those in the package in different sizes, and they vary from card making size or gift tags all the way through to big home decor for banners or scrapbooks, mixed media projects. So they're very, very versatile. We have the tags in here as well. You get 10 sizes of tags plus 4 accessories to make these fun holes and decorative holes in the top as well. Plus you have these triangle pennants and you get 7 of those in the pack as well. Again, varying from large to small depending what your project is, you will always have the right size. So let's get started with some projects. So the first thing we want to do is stamp out our hoorays, and then we can do all of our die cutting. These are so quick and simple, so whether you wanted to make lots for a coordinating birthday party or for some gifts, you could make them definitely in bulk. We're going to be using this Concord 9th stamp. It's got hooray in the middle there, and it coordinates with the dies that I've used on the rosette. I have my block here, some Versamark, and some of the new Lawn Fawn Silver embossing powder, plus my powder tool just to remove any static that might be on there. So let's ink up our stamp with our Versamark. And we'll stamp 2 of these out. So we have 1. I'll do the other in the top corner so that we can know we're not crossing over. There we go. And I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper here. So I'm going to add this Lawn Fawn Silver embossing powder. You can see there how fab that looks. We'll do the same on the other end. So we're going to heat set these using the Wagner heat tool. And you can see as soon as it turns from the matte to the metallic. And there we are. So everything else is die cutting and assembly. So now we're going to do lots of die cutting using these fab dies that are included in your bundle. So many different things that you can do with them, and I've got some unusual ideas. First of all, we're going to start by making a pennant-shaped card base for our fun little card here. So this is the card base piece. So you want to line up the bottom of the triangle with the bottom of your card front. This is an 8.5 by 11 standard card front. And you want to also make sure that at the top here, you have that piece clear. You don't want it to cut all the way, otherwise you won't end up with an opening card base, you'll end up with 2 triangles. So I'm going to tape this in place to make sure it doesn't move. And then we'll pop our other plate on top. And you can do this with any die. I did the same with the banners that are included in the set. And you can see here I left the piece off the top, which meant I have the card base in the same way. Now we can take that one off. So it also cut those 2 layers perfectly. You can cut multiple layers with these dies. Even though they're a thin die, you can still cut some either thick materials or a couple of layers of your regular cardstock. Now we need to cut our smaller pennant to go in the middle there. And I'm using this Lawn Fawn paper pad. It's called Poker in the Dark. And it has some great designs in it. There's stripes, there's hearts, there's polka dots in 2 different sizes. If you hear cracking, don't worry with your Big Shot. That just means it's working. Particularly with newer pads, you'll hear that more than with older pads. I'm also going to use the die cutting machine to cut out this Concord 9th die, which creates this rosette that goes around the edge of our hooray. Again, this is that same 6x6 paper pad. And it also gives you this fun prickled piece that I actually put on the back there and just stamped a happy birthday in. So you can use that as well. And I'll show you how to make the rosette in a moment. Whilst we're doing this, I'm also going to cut out my bow. and this is a lawn fawn die called Put a Bow on It. It comes in various sizes. So again, we'll pop this one through. Now, all of these additional dies are not included with the bundle, but they are available on the Scrapbook.com site, so you can check those out too. So we have our 2 bow pieces, which we'll assemble in just a moment. So we're going to use this piece that comes in the tag bundle, and this adds that nice little detail around the hole on your tag. So we're going to cut that out of the polka dot paper as well, so everything coordinates perfectly. Every detail in these jumbo die sets is thought of for you to give you a lovely professional finish to your projects. We'll pop that over there too. We're also going to cut out our hoorays, and there is a coordinating die that comes with that rosette. Again, these are available as an additional purchase, but they do work in the Big Shot that comes with the bundle. So we'll do one and then the other. That's one. And even though it's heat embossed, you can still cut it out in the Big Shot. It's going to work just fine. And we'll do the second one. And the final thing I want to cut out is my tag. So I have my tag die here and a piece of craft cardstock. I'm going to just tape this in place so it doesn't move around on me. And then we're also going to add the hole to our tag with one of the coordinating pieces, and as it cracks through. And you can see it's no damage, our plates are fine, so if it cracks on you, don't panic. We have our tag here. Slide that out. And then you get these 2 pieces that come in that tag set, and these make the hole. So you can either have a small hole or a large hole, and that coordinates. So this one, the smaller one, goes with this piece, and the hole that we've already cut out goes with this one. So that's the one that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to tape it again in the right place. And again, we'll roll that through. So lots of different ways you can use all of the dies included with this bundle, and other ways you can use the bundle with other dies that are available on the market too. So when I lift this up, we have that little hole. I'm going to very carefully peel away my tape. And you can see there we've got that perfect hole in our tag. So now we're ready to start assembling. So let's make our pennant card first of all in our funky little piece here. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my tape runner to assemble this up. Like so. And then the other thing that I did on mine was I opened this up and I found that this was a weak little spot in here where this fold is. So I added a little bit of tape. Just add some tape across there. I closed it up, and then I folded this back and made a straight fold. My card stood up better, and I found that it was a little bit more durable, particularly if you want to give this to a child, then you have that fold in there perfectly as well. So now we can add our hooray. And I added a little bit of colour to mine. For this one, I've chosen the Scrapbook.com green ink pad here. And I'm going to use a dauber. And what I did was, if you look at this one here, I did a sort of ombre effect, so it's dark at the top and lighter at the bottom. Let me show you how I did that. So I applied fresh colour here at the top and across here. Then as the colour got less, I went less around on the edge. You can see it's lighter there at the top than it is at the bottom. And I just very carefully dragged some of that ink down as well. So again, we have that nice deep colour at the top. For this one, I went a little bit contrasting. We can clean up our embossed surface using a baby wipe, or you can use some kitchen towel with some water on it. I'm also going to clear that ink off of there. I then just took a piece of tape. Again, the Scrapbook.com tape runner will work perfectly. And I stuck that here in the middle. Now we're ready to add our bow. So here's the bow that we cut out earlier. You're going to need some glue dots to assemble this, and they're super easy once you have your glue dot roll. So you want to add one on the tab, and that folds over and meets at the back in the middle. We're going to do the same on the other side. And I'm going to cross that piece of the bow over. And now we're going to add one on the white side of this tab. We're then going to fold that around. And that makes that cute little tie. So we have the perfect bow there. I'm also going to add one more glue dot on the back here. And we stick that on our tails. Once we have this on our tails, and you may also stick to the glue dots too, we're going to pop one on either end of that tail. So there's one there. Grab this one that's stuck to me here. We'll add that one onto there. So that's our finished card. Then you can top your card however you would like. On this one, I took a strip of paper and made some slits in it, rolled it up and stuck it on the top. You could add a pom-pom to the top to coordinate with your party. And of course, you can make it match the gift wrap as well. So that's your card finished. Now let's have a look at the tag. Here's the piece we cut out using that Concord and 9th die. It had score lines in there already, and I just went in and folded those ready to go. And you're going to fold it in a concertina like this. So you can see how this starts to come together. And what I would do is a quarter or a section like this. I then grabbed some Scotch tape, which I have here, and I started to put some tape down. Now, you're not going to see the center panel, so it's fine if you stick that and you can see it through, because we're going to put that pretty hooray rosette over the top, just to help it stay in place. I found that was the easiest way to do it before we stuck it down. So work on some Scotch tape and just start pressing in. And you want to do this until you have gone all the way around to make your piece like this. And then once you're done, your piece will look like this, and you can just stick it straight onto your card. I then stuck this piece on top as well, plus I stamped onto here. You can stamp directly. Again, I'm going to use the Scrapbook.com black ink. So I stamped that piece out, and I stuck that on the back. And let me just show you also how I added that cute little polka dot detail as well. I used some Scrapbook.com adhesive. I put it onto a craft mat, and you'll find that it will pick it up in all the right places. Just keep it the correct way up. And then you can pick it out. You can see there's none on this side at all. We can line that up with the hole, and you can see how pretty that looks as well. So once you have your finished tag, you'll have this here, and you'll have your matching pennant. You could also make a banner out the pennants to go with the birthday party. You could make place cards. You could make all sorts of fun things, cupcake toppers. The list is endless for that custom party with any papers or colors that you would like to use. Thank you so much for joining me here at Scrapbook.com to look at this exclusive Sizzix bundle. Do join me again soon for some more inspiration. See you soon. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happy crafting.